What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to talk about how cancer can be a gift to you. And I know this could potentially sound ridiculous, and you could potentially be at an angry stage of your journey where you are asking yourself, why did I get cancer? So for me, when the doctors told me, look, you got cancer, it was bad luck. I kind of wanted to search for my own answers. I knew as soon as I was told that I had cancer, that deep down there was lots of things in my life that were wrong, or that potentially I could have gone about differently. So when I was told I had cancer, I believe in God, and you don't have to believe in God. I thought, well, now, God, you really want me to listen to you. So something is up here, and I need to listen to what it is. So very slowly, I started searching for my own answers, and I just couldn't accept that, I had cancer because it was just bad luck. So I kind of started really looking for, looking at my life in general, everything that I did up to that moment, everything that I ate, how I exercised, how I thought about things and situations and people, how I dealt with situations, and how I treated myself, my body, my mind, how much time I spend on myself, on my body. And quite quickly I realized that there was a huge disconnect between myself and my body, and my mind and my body. And I had walked so far away from myself that I had to work. And I don't like using the word work, because everything that I did with really love and self-love, and it came from a very positive, in a very positive way. So for me, I had to slowly walk back to myself, and every bit of it, every single bit of it was worth. And I want to ask yourself, like, if you got told you've got cancer, if you've got told that, it was bad luck, there was nothing to do with your genes, you've been exercising, you've been eating all the best food, and, you need to be honest to yourself and ask yourself, what have I been doing up to this moment that it's not serving me anymore? This is not a self-blame exercise. This is an adult conversation that you're having with yourself. This is a way for you to take some responsibility of what you have been doing up to this stage that could potentially not be benefiting your physical health and your mental health. What do you think that you could change from this point on, that it will make your mental health, your physical health be better, that you will feel that you are in a better place? Those things are really, really important. I think the whole world is becoming a little bit more curious about the whole health issue, right? Like I think people are not accepting anymore those answers from doctors, because when they tell you it's bad luck, they're basically telling you there is nothing you can do from this point on, and there is millions of things that you can do from this point on. There is, you can read the book Radical Remission. I've just finished a book which is Cancer Survivors from 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗪. It's an excellent book. You can see trends. You can see things that survivors did. There were more than just sitting around and accepting this bad luck diagnosis. So I think we need to want better for us. We need to want to find our own answers. And again, don't think this is as a self-blame thing. Every problem we have is a gift, and it's trying to teach us something. I, it's easier to be a quick learner. It's easier to just go, okay, well, what can I do from this point on that I can help, my life to be better, for my body to be better, for my mind to be better, right? So just take a minute, in today, tomorrow. I know this can be quite, that could be a starting exercise. You don't have to. You don't have to just know it is. I think it's, I didn't eat very well, or I need to do more exercise, or I have always been quite negative, or I had, a fight with my sister, or, it's not a straightforward answer. But as long as you keep searching your own answers, as long as you keep searching for answers there, so you can pinpoint things that don't serve you anymore, and you can deal with them, that's all you should expect from yourself, really. Nobody in the world are going to be able to tell you, look, you got cancer because of X, Y, and Z, because they've been trying to find those answers for years now. And unless it's like a completely genetic, they can give you a 30%, it's environmental factors. The other 30%, it could be diet related. But I think we know now, and if you just want to read, a few books around, that are not just related to conventional medicine and what chemotherapy does in your body, we can very, very quickly realize that, cancer is a lifestyle chronic disease. People, we're getting these stats are just increasing. People, before it was like, a far away person that got cancer, and you didn't know that person very well. But now, we're talking about, it's your neighbor, it's your auntie, it's your, friend's son or your friend's daughter. It's cancer is everywhere. And I think it's really important for us, or for you, who has been diagnosed of cancer, to find your own answers. And like anything in life, if you want to find your own answers, you will find them. Because I found my own answers, and I can tell you that my eating habits were healthy, but not. They were not healthy enough for what my body needed. I needed to eat a much cleaner diet. I needed to stop eating sugar. I needed to stop drinking alcohol. I needed to just eat more vegetables. So, again, I'm not talking about rock science here, but this is what serves my body. And I feel very well in that same, kind of diet, if you like, now. And my body feels very good too, because I have implemented changes slowly. I wasn't doing enough exercise. I did some exercise, but it wasn't enough exercise. Now I exercise daily. Again, I'm not asking you to exercise daily, but we need to exercise. Again, this is research, is being proven. If you look hard enough, you're gonna find that we all should be exercising at least 30 minutes a day. We live sedentary lives nowadays. Nobody's exercising, nobody's moving, and nobody's doing anything. So exercise is an important part of our day-to-day lives. And again, if you give it a focus, you can do it too. And I would say the other part of my life was how I dealt with many things, and that's how I could change from seeing the negatives in a situation into positives. How could I deal with people's, well, my expectation of myself, my expectation of other people, how I could deal with control, and the list goes on. I mean, there were so many things that I knew I needed to change, and the answers kept coming because I kept searching for them. So take some time, today, take some time tomorrow. Keep searching for those answers. Don't accept this it was bad luck diagnosis. We need to expect more for ourselves. As in, we need to. We can find our own answers. If we search enough. Give it the focus. When I was told I had cancer, I could almost feel my body and my mind screaming for help. After my first session of chemotherapy, I was so unwell that I thought to myself, my goodness, how did I run myself to the ground like this without even noticing that I was doing it? What happened in the connection between, my mind and my body and my heart and everything? Like, how did I leave this to happen? So it's not about self-blame. It's about taking responsibility. You're doing this for yourself, and it's gonna be so worth it. So don't discount the searching for answers. It's a really important part of this whole journey, and I really hope this can help you. Don't forget to check my website, is 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗡𝗚.com. My podcast, 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗡. Leave me some comments below, and I will see you next time.